Do you want to hear about my Redbubble earnings? So it's not overly exciting, but I think it's an interesting thing because I've shared my Zazzle earnings. Well, shared my first year's earnings on YouTube so far. My next 2 or 3 years' earnings are on my website, and I still need to do a couple, but all in due time. Anyways, let's talk about my Redbubble earnings. And then once I've shared my earnings, I have a question for you if you are proficient in Redbubble because I'm kind of stumped here. But let's talk about the earnings first because I know that's probably why you're actually here. So I started my Redbubble journey in late, I think, 2019. I started Zazzle in like end of March, beginning of April of 2019. And I know I probably started Redbubble at least a few months after that. I'm guessing between July and October of 2019. And I didn't make a single sale until December of 2019. I made a whopping 20 cents on a sticker. And then I didn't make another sale until May of 2020. And in 2020, that's when the pandemic happened. So pretty sure that the sales that I made in 2020 were masks. But that being said, I only made 2 sales in May of 2020 for a whopping $5.23. So nothing to write home about. And then I didn't make another sale until November of 2020. And I think I made like $3.90 or something like that. In December of 2020, I got my first payout, and that was $9.07. Woo! But things did start to pick up after that. My friend, a very dear friend of mine, asked me to make her a design that is something that's very near and dear to her heart. And so I made some designs for her, and I decided to put them up on some stickers on Redbubble. I also have a niche down shop on Zazzle specifically for these designs as well. But I figured I'd make the most of it and get it on 2 platforms. So I got a few designs up for her like niche, I guess we'll call it. I actually ended up making some consistent sales starting that February, so February of 2021. So this is like a year and a half after I started on Redbubble that I started making actually consistent sales. And I would really like to emphasize that that's because I put no time into it. I uploaded a handful of designs when I first started, and then when the masks came out, I put some designs up, but I really didn't like the uploading platform on Redbubble, so I really didn't focus on it. Zazzle's always been my baby. It's the thing that I like to do. I really just don't enjoy Redbubble very much. So I didn't put any time into it until I uploaded these designs, and they started to make some sales in February. So I kept making more designs for that, but still not a lot. And then I really didn't touch the store. I'll share the earnings really quick in just a moment, but I'll tell you kind of just like how much work I put into the store because I think it's kind of important. So I got those designs up for my friend, and I don't know how many it was, maybe a dozen or so. And then I got a few more designs up within that same niche over the next couple months, but really not much. And then I really didn't do anything with it. In 2022, I got a total of 4 designs up in my store. So as you can see, I really put no effort into the shop in 2022. And then in 2023, this year, Redbubble announced the tiers. And so I actually went into my shop when they announced that, and I deleted everything that wasn't within that niche because nothing else was really selling anyway. So there was no point in keeping it. So I have now my Redbubble shop is very niche down. It's very focused on one target audience. And then I uploaded I think like 3 or 4 designs in like August, September for my Redbubble shop, but that was pretty much it. Now let's jump back to how much I actually made in those I guess like 4 years or something like that it's been. So my first payout was December 2020, which was a year and a half after I started on Zazzle or Redbubble, sorry. And it was for $9.07. And then my next payout didn't come until May of 2021, and that was for $25. Pretty much for the next 2 years, I usually have been getting paid anywhere from like $25 up to $90 every 1 to 2 months from Redbubble. And I've made a total of about $670. It's $666.62, I think is the exact amount that I've made on Redbubble since late 2019. When I deleted all my designs because of the tier system thingy getting put into place, I only ended up with 70 designs left in my shop. And after looking at my income report at the beginning of October, because that's when I wrote the blog post, I realized that like 70 designs is not that much, and I've still made, almost $700 in like 4 years. But in the last year, I think I made like 350 or something like that. So I wanted to 10x my income by the end of next year, which is 2024. And the way that makes sense to do that is to 10x the products that I offer. And so I have done that, actually. My goal was to get to 1,000 products by the end of the year. I'm at like 750 or something like that. And I'm good with that. I don't really feel like putting too much more. I'll do like one a week or something like that, just to kind of stay consistent with uploading, but I'm not going to be uploading 30 a day anymore. So anyways, my question for you, one of the phrases that I ended up targeting that's within my niche, it was trending for a little while. And so I went to it and it had 80 search results. And so I ended up making, I don't know, a dozen or so designs that targeted that key phrase. And now when I type that key phrase in, there's still only 80 search results. So I'm wondering why my designs aren't showing up in the marketplace. And I actually reached out to Redbubble, and they essentially told me that they don't look at individual shop issues. And so I'm basically shit out of luck. Not super helpful, which I find kind of funny because I emailed Zazzle last week with a question and they answered me with a personal answer. So customer service 1 for Zazzle, 0 for Redbubble. So I didn't get an answer from Redbubble. And then I went on the hunt looking for my other designs that I've more recently uploaded to the platform, and I can't find any of them in the search results. And I don't know if, does Redbubble just not show new products right away? Is there like a lag period of like months? Because I got my products up 2 months ago at this point. Or am I like in the doghouse somehow? Is it because I'm on the standard tier? Like, why aren't my new products showing up? Whereas like my old products, I have 2 designs in particular that rank in the top like 3 lines of the search results for my targeted keywords, and they're still showing up. So there's no problem there. Those are still making consistent sales, though minimal sales, but still consistent. So it's not my whole entire shop that's an issue, but for whatever reason, all these new products that I've gotten up aren't showing up in the marketplace. And I'm not sure, again, if there's like some kind of holding period where your designs don't show up in the marketplace, or if it's because I was inactive for so long. So the other option that I'm wondering if it is because I was uploading so much in such a short period of time. Over the course of about a month, I uploaded over like 600 products. I didn't exceed their upload limit. They have a 30 a day upload limit, but I'm wondering if that triggered something to make them not want to show my products. Those specific new products though. So I don't know. If anyone knows, if anyone has an answer for me or has, I don't know, more questions or something, can help me out at all, I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. That would be so helpful. I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, that's my Redbubble income report. It's not overly exciting, but what can I say? I haven't put much time into Redbubble, so it's not too bad. It's still making me money. Anyways, if you have maybe a solution or an idea to why this is happening with my products, or if you've had this happen to you, I'd love to know in the comments below. So be sure to let me know, and make sure you like the video and subscribe for more. Bye.